Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 26th. In your first row here, you have this Prosperity Lies Ahead card. You also have this card that says emotions are running high. But there could, this could be a good thing. It could say that you are attracting prosperity, of course, and that could be why your emotions are running high. You do have the King of Cups, which is a very emotional card. So you have the Five of Wands and the Devil. So having said that, I would definitely watch your emotions with these cards. The King of Cups, he has very deep emotions. He's sitting in the deep water. There's also a whale behind him. It really looks like a fish, but it's supposed to be a whale that's back here. And it says that he has explored his deep emotions. He understands like where he's come from, what he's been through. He's also sitting in the choppy waters here, and he's perfectly fine. So the whole point of the card is that he is able to, weather the storm. He is able to handle anything that comes his way and, not really be affected. So, what I would say is, it looks like there's some sort of challenge going on here clearly this week for you, but also prosperity. So it's kind of like saying, like, you will get what you choose to focus on. So, are you going to focus on like some sort of conflict with a toxic person or a toxic situation? Or are you going to focus on, success, growth, and abundance? You could be dealing with gossip as well. You have this gossip card here as well. So, very interesting. You also have this transmutation card as well. The transmutation card could say you're transmuting the energy of gossip and you're turning it into something else. So, it might be an amazing time for you to learn how to do that. But you do have the King of Cups here. Again, very deep emotions. Weirdly enough, I do feel like there could be a King of Cups type person coming in for you if you want love. And it doesn't matter what gender you're into. Could be whatever gender, but I do feel there could be love here. And, you've been getting Cups cards recently for love. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could be, but, they could just be showing up as emotional or whatever. I also feel that, again, the other really interesting thing to me about this reading is like we go down, maybe you find out that someone stabbed you in the back or someone gossiped about you, but then you have the Sun, like a really happy card. We go all the way across to Justice, and it's almost like you're going to be getting justice for whatever happens. So again, if you're dealing with like competition or a toxic person, you have the Five of Wands here as well. I would just totally ignore it, or I would turn it into something else. Use it as fuel for your fire or whatever the case may be. This could be a past person as well, who's trying to cause conflict or trying to get you all. Who's trying to get you all hot and bothered, right? Who's trying to do things on purpose. So I do get that feeling for some of you where if you can somehow see, your ex's social media posts or something like that, whatever, I don't know, everybody spies on everybody nowadays, right? So wouldn't really surprise me, but it's almost like they could be saying things on purpose to try to get you triggered, or maybe they're having people say things to you. And again, I would just totally ignore it with the Five of Wands. I think that's like the best thing that you could do. With the King of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, really big good offer coming in for you. Sometimes I think this happens, by the way, like when something good enters into our life, I feel sometimes there's like a distraction. There's like something that comes up where the universe is like, are they really gonna allow this little distraction to get them off their path, right? And so I feel like this is the whole reading, I feel, is kind of saying like, don't allow some sort of toxic situation or gossiping person or whatever ruin something that's really happening that's really good for you this week. With the Devil, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, someone can't let go of you for sure. For most of you, I feel this could be love. For others, I do feel it could be like a competitor. If you have a business, or if you have a YouTube channel or anything like that, I do feel this could be a person who is a competitor and who's trying to get all up in your business here, or who's trying to cause problems. So that could be as well. With the King of Wands, with the Five of Wands, you have the King of Wands. You go from the King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. So divine counterparts, definitely could be a divine counterpart coming in for you. But I also feel that this could just be saying that the best way to overcome a situation like this is to be bold, confident, assertive, have your boundaries. But, I think there's nothing you need to do. I've been saying it since... what was that, 2 years ago now, or last year, or 2022? I don't remember, but we had that Mars retrograde in Gemini, And that was back in 2022, I'm pretty sure. And at the end of the year, right into 2023. And I've been saying since that time that I think right now, for whatever reason, I just feel energetically, the best thing we can do is completely, have boundaries, whatever, of course, but completely ignore like jealousy, gossip, things like that. You have this snake card and this buffalo. The snake is about reinvention, so you could be reinventing yourself at this time. It's like, they say crabs in a bucket. It's like whenever you start to become more successful, or whenever you try to grow in life, or whatever the case may be, that's when, the crabs try to drag you back down into the bucket. So, I think that's what's going on here for you, Sagittarius, is that you're trying to change your life, you're trying to improve, you're transforming your life, and trying to get out of the pain, or trying to get out of something, and people could be trying to drag you back down. The buffalo is a card of abundance and success, and so I do feel there could be a lot of abundance there. There's also a lightning bolt on this buffalo card, and I always tell a story about the buffalo and the cow with the buffalo card. Buffalo, when there is a storm, they run through the storm and to get to the other side. And when they get to the other side, there's like fresh, green, new grass that has been rained on, that's been like cleaned and is all fresh and nice for them to eat because they run through the storm. Cows, on the other hand, they try to run away from the storm. And so what happens is they run and run and run, get exhausted, and eventually they're stuck in the storm because they didn't go through it. So, for a lot of you, I feel like you have been going through a storm. Maybe you've been running through it, but it's like you're about to get to the fresh green grass on the other side. You're about to get to something great, right? You have the Six of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Six of Wands is success, a victory. Again, this could be why there's gossip or jealousy going on here, because you're coming out on top, or you're finding success, or maybe you're standing out in some way. But I definitely feel there could be some sort of victory that you're having, or that is coming in for you here, is what I'm trying to say. You have the Ten of Swords. This is like a stabbed in the back type situation. So some of you could have experienced being stabbed in the back. This right here, he's making a symbol with his hands right here that represents a blessing. So there clearly could be blessings coming in for you. I feel there are blessings coming in for Sagittarius, but I feel like Sagittarius is making changes in regards to work. So again, I feel that your blessings are going to come through changes in work. You could literally be changing your job or your career, or you could be doubling down on a business. You could also be doubling down on your career. So you don't necessarily have to change your job. You could just be, getting a raise, a promotion, getting a higher up position, or something like that. So if you are making that type of change, we go straight over to the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles looks like a lot of success. There's also something here about attention. I think we are in a time of attention. We have Pluto going into Aquarius. Well, it is in Aquarius. It's going to retrograde once more back into Capricorn before officially moving into Aquarius in November. But it doesn't matter. I think everybody should try to get as much attention as they can, positive attention we're talking about here, on whatever it is they do. So like if you have a career, get positive attention in your career. If you want to grow your business, get as much attention on it as you can. You have the Two Wands. Two Wands about leaving a comfort zone. You can see here that he's grabbing onto this front wand and he's reaching out with his hand there, and he's got the whole world in his hands, and he is kind of like looking out into the future. He's looking out in front of him, but he's not looking at the world that he has in his hands. So it's kind of like he's looking at what he has already achieved, and he feels like there's nothing more for him to achieve. But really, he has the whole world in his hands. So I feel here, Sagittarius, that you have the whole world in your hands. You need to realize that there is so much more for you to accomplish, for you to do. That was the Ten of Swords that wanted to pop out there, if you saw that. But let's see. With the Six of Wands, you have the world right here. Exactly what we were saying. I feel you have the whole world in your hands. You're trying to create and do more. I feel like you're trying to become more successful. And I see a lot of success coming in for you here. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Devil. So you have the Devil twice. I definitely would be careful of any person. Again, I don't say these things to make people paranoid or anything like that. I say these things because I think we should put up boundaries. And, again, I also think that, like I've already said, there's nothing you have to do here. If you have a toxic person in your life, ignore them. Cut them out of your life, put up boundaries, and I think you'll be fine. I don't think this is not some sort of drama that's going on here. Maybe it's caused drama, but I think the best thing to do would be to ignore it and avoid the drama. With the Two of Wands, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be walking away from something that no longer serves you, and you could be walking towards learning how to get cameras to focus and, all sorts of other good stuff. I feel like there is something else that's coming in for you here. You have the Two of Swords Two of Swords is my card of a third place solution. She is thinking this or that, but there's an island behind her. And I always say that I think third place solutions are going to save the world. And third place solutions are everybody thinks, this or that for every single problem that exists, right? I mean, we're humans. That's what we do. But really, what if there's like another thing that's better that no one's ever thought of before? That is a third place solution. So any crazy ideas you have, now is the time. You have this Phoenix card. It says transmutation. You have this refuge card as well. So I feel that you are... some of you could be going through healing, or you could be experiencing healing. I do feel like you are transforming yourself. You have the Queen of Wands there, which could be you. And the Queen of Wands is about being bold, really going for something and learning as you go. So she is my card of learning as you go, learning how to do something as you move forward in life. And I feel like that's what you could be doing here, is like you could be learning how to move forward, or you could be moving forward in some way. I feel for a lot of you that there is also healing with this refuge card, like I said. You have the Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Sun. The Queen of Wands, she has that sunflower right there, and the sunflower points towards the sun. You have the sun in this row, and so there could be a lot of joy and success coming in for you. Basically, the sunflower says that she's following her bliss, right? She's moving towards happiness, joy, enlightenment, all those feelings. And I feel like that's what you need to do here with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands also a card of seduction. So again, if you're looking for love, doesn't matter what gender you are, I would get out there with the Queen of Wands. You have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is this or that thinking. So, I feel for a lot of you that kind of weighing your options up is going to be important. You end with the Justice card and the Six of Swords. Justice is kind of like weighing up your options. Six of Pentacles is also a card of kind of weighing up your options and looking for your best option. So we're definitely going to talk about that. But the Two of Swords is this or that thinking and needing to realize that there is a different way or a better way to do things. Sometimes I feel that the Two of Swords is almost like settling. It says that you could be thinking this or that. You only have two choices. And really, those two choices would be you settling. And this card says to me, obviously, don't settle. You can have something you want over here. And that's what I feel like you need to do. It's like you're creating something that you want. You have the Sun, and the Sun is the best card in the tarot, so I feel there's a lot of joy and happiness. I feel like whatever would make you happy, you can have it. It's going to require work. It's going to require effort, but if you don't have something that you desire, that you want to create, I feel like now is an amazing time to create, your wildest dreams. I always tell people as well, we have Neptune and Pisces right now, and if there was ever a time, like you have another year and a half-ish or something, 18 months, somewhere around there, right? Neptune is going to move out of Pisces at the end of 2025 into 2026. So again, Neptune and Pisces to me says that you should take your wildest dream and multiply it by 1,000, multiply it by 10,000. And it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to, get that 10,000x goal. But, I always say, one of my favorite people of all time, Les Brown, he says that it's better to aim high and miss than it is to aim low and hit. So, I think it's better to have that crazy, wild dream and get, and do better than what you originally wanted, right? With the Queen of Wands, you have the Three of Wands, card of expansion. I feel like you need to make yourself bigger. It's almost like this card is saying to me that you need to realize that you carry more weight. Like you are much more capable than you realize. And I feel like you need to project that energy, like that energy of confidence and, being bold and taking up space and all that other stuff, whether it's in work or business or your love life, doesn't matter. I feel like you need to really kind of internalize the idea that you deserve something. Could be anything. That's what's popping into my head here. It could be love. It could be business. It could be money. It could be whatever. But I think the deeper you believe it, the more likely you are to be successful. With the Two of Swords, you have the Tower. Again, there is definitely this duality going on in your reading. It's like there is something going on in the background, but you're also finding success. When they say when it rains, it pours, right? And I feel like the buffalo is saying, run through the storm. There's clearly something very good coming in for you this week. Prosperity lies ahead. Ace of Pentacles, the World. But there's also something going on in the background, I feel like. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That could feel like a Tower moment. But I feel like this is saying, number one, there will be justice here. Even when we go this way, there will be justice. But also, it's like saying that you have the power to reinvent yourself. You have the power to change whatever this is. With the Sun, you have the Five of Swords. Again, this could be like a separation or you separating away from something. Personally, I kind of read the Five of Swords as a good card. To me, it's a card of taking some sort of risk in your life. And it says if you take some sort of risk, you will be successful. But, it's also kind of like a card where he has won, like a long battle. So if you've been going through a long battle here with like a toxic person, this looks like, to me, that you are having some sort of victory, or this could even be like a blessing in disguise going on here as well. Next, in the area of the good stuff, doesn't matter what comes up here, it's going to be good no matter what. You have this investment card. It says whatever you invest in today will flourish in the future. There you go. Tons of prosperity here. It says ensure that where you invest matches your investment goals. You have this gossip card. It says people are talking about you and what you're doing. Again, it says here minimize drama. I literally said that. And take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Yes, I think if you do this, people will see you as being, the correct one, see you as being the right one, the honorable one. And I think that it's important that you are honorable at this time with these cards. You have the Justice card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Again, I feel this is showing up in the good stuff, so I feel there will be justice in whatever it is that you're doing, in your life or whatever's going on here. So it's like the scales are going to rebalance. I also feel you need to, look at where you're putting your energy. You have that investment card. All three fire signs had something about like where you put your energy and making sure that you're getting something out of it. This could also be a Libra coming in for you if you want love. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. And, I feel for some of you, you are very independent at this time with the Nine of Pentacles. But the Nine of Pentacles is a card of kind of gratitude and luxuries. So it says that there is prosperity coming in for you, and but this card has to do with your focus and the whole. Again, this is coming up in the good stuff, but I want to stress that I also feel that your focus is going to be very important this week. She is training her focus. She has this this bird on her hand here, and it basically represents that she is training her focus. This falcon that's right here. So she is teaching herself to focus on what she wants and not on the gossip, the people talking behind her back or whatever is going on here. You have the Six of Pentacles as well. Again, Six of Pentacles really does say you will get where you put your energy. He is choosing where to give his pentacles. He's giving it to this person, but not this person. So I would make sure this week that you are investing your energy or giving your energy to the right things and not to things that talk behind your back or that cause problems in your life or whatever is going on here. Let's see. With the Justice card, you have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something is definitely dead, done, over with. Again, this is coming up in the area of the good stuff. The Ten of Swords can be a blessing in disguise. It could also just be saying that you're getting justice from whatever this is right here, whatever this mess going on in your life is. Again, I'm cheating a little bit, but looking at your astrology, it also wouldn't surprise me if some of you, I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but it wouldn't surprise me if some of you were dealing with like family issues or, I think a very common story for Sagittarius could be that you reunited with some family like over the past couple years, and now you're realizing that they haven't changed. I feel that the universe has really been trying to show Sagittarius, did I say Aries? Sorry, but has been trying to show Sagittarius like how far you have come. So sometimes I think what happens is the universe will bring past people back, but in this case, family, it could be family for a lot of you, but maybe not, it could be anything. And the universe is just trying to say like, look, they haven't changed, but you have. You're in a much better place. Keep changing, keep growing, keep evolving. You don't want to be a crab in the bucket, right? With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Moon. The Moon in the area of the good stuff would be clarity. So it seems to me like you could be getting clarity on something that you haven't been clear on. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Strength card. Yeah, like I said, I just said this, that I feel like you have become very strong because of what you have been through. So you've gained a lot of strength, even if you've been dealing with like gossip or people talking behind your back, or maybe people have been doubting you in work or in business or whatever. And it's like, I feel you have developed a lot of strength because of like what you have been through. So, there you go. But let's see. You have this Rooster card. It says an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Obviously, if there's like a weird person here, we've been talking about this whole entire time, I would avoid them at all cost. You have this haystack. It says karma. You will reap what you have sown. You have this, the Justice card here, Six of Pentacles, like a lot of karma and karmic gifts coming in for you or rewards coming in for you here. I feel like there's a lot of balance as well coming in for you with this energy. But, I feel that for a lot of you, there's like karmic rewards. This could be like karmic prosperity. You have that prosperity lies ahead. So it's almost like you're getting the prosperity that you're owed. You have this chair-filled card. It says someone new is entering into your life. I'm telling you right now, I've been saying it to you for weeks. I really do feel that there is love coming in for you, Sagittarius. It could be a little bit surprising. It might not come in right now. It might just be happening like this year at some point. You have this ear. It says good news. Yeah, I feel as long as you stay, kind of in alignment, focused on your goals, working towards what you're working towards, you're going to find a lot of success. You have this older man card that says dealings with relationships with an older man. You have this frying pan card that says trouble, accusations on it. So again, this could be the person that's gossiping or whatever. It could be an older person. I would definitely be careful of that. I want to see what this card is as well. You have this dog close up. It says pleasure with a close friend. Yeah, it might be a good time to socialize or spend time with people who matter to you. But this looks pretty interesting here, Sag. I'm not going to lie. So, I think it's like a good, bad reading in a lot of ways. I wouldn't say bad, but I think you've been dealing with something, but you're also getting prosperity as well. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.